What's up, guys? It's Team Hard Life Captain Alberto Zertuche here, and I had the urge. Like, I was sitting there and I was like, okay, I gotta go fishing. So I took off. All right, so I'm here, and I'm actually the first one here on the pier. I'm at Causeway. Can't catch no fish. I got no bait in the water.
Gotta bite, gotta bite. I think I got a lot of stress on my mind. It's a nice day to go. Yeah, I got a line. I'ma call the whole team.
Now that I know it's on, my camera's on, this is the right one. I got them set. I'm gonna run to the truck, go get my glasses because it is sunny out here. Definitely want to catch that. Alright guys, so real quick, I just got back from the truck, and when I was turning the corner, I took a look back real quick, and I saw some dolphin fins. Now, normally when dolphins come through, they kind of kill the fishing for us. However, yesterday, the guy said that the dolphins came through, they were hitting drum, and dolphins came through again, and that's when the drum bite kind of stopped. So, let's see, maybe I'll get lucky, you know, slam a few real quick, because like I said, I'm only going to be here maybe 2 hours at most, and then I got to get back to the shop. But I don't know, let's see what happens. Such a beautiful day out here, but that's also a bad thing sometimes. Sometimes when it's too pretty like this. Oh, there you go. You're on! We are on! Oh, he got off. Wow. Ouch. Ouch. Get it back out there. The thing, what I did was I casted one bait way up close, and I'm talking what they call a causeway cast, because we 20 yards at most, just to get on the inside of the, we got a channel that runs right through here, and it's one of many that are out here. What I can do is I'll get a screenshot later on and post it up, but what I'm doing is getting on the inside wall of this channel with this rod. The camera rod is about halfway into the channel. Well, the last rod you just saw me cast is all the way to the other side of the channel, because it actually V's off like that way over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you where I'm casting at. On the bottom left side of the screen, you'll see the tip of the pier right there. And then on the way right side of the screen, right above the foot mark, on that final one before the screen ends, you'll see a white dot. Well, that white dot is the PVC that marks the middle channel between Red Dot Pier and Causeway Pier off to the right hand side. And as you notice, whenever we're fishing that corner, we're kind of aiming for that area. Well, at least I am, so I can know where I'm casting at and so forth. But this screenshot here, what I did was I used Google Maps to enlarge it and get me a distance between that pier and the edge of that PVC right there. And the reason why I did that is because I was assuming it was about 100 yards, or right at 100 yards. Well, as you can see from here, I'm off by a few yards, but that is a pretty dang good guess from just eyeballing it from the pier. Because anytime you judge distance over water, you're always off. I mean, it's a hard thing to do unless it's something that you do on a daily basis. And for me, what really helped me was when I was spooling my braids onto my reels, I could see my line counter, you know, tell me I got 80 yards of top shot or I got 100 yards of top shot. So when I would cast out and I would land near that PVC and that line was on or off the reel, I could judge very accurately that I'm at a certain distance. And that really helps me out, because here's a big pointer, guys, that I haven't stated enough, but I need to reiterate it real quick. When you're fishing anywhere and you nail the first fish, and you say you're fishing with one rod or two rods or something like that, you want to ensure that you keep kind of casting in that area, because a lot of times these fish are like game on land. You know, they pick these trails for a certain reason, and they'll follow those trails normally on a daily basis. That's where they come in to feed. That's where they go to sleep, or that's where they go, you know, because they know they got a food source there. This is the exact same thing that fish will do too. They create these game trails underwater, and you could see them if you look in Google Maps. You know, you'll see these, you know, trails running through seaweed in the flats. Well, I'm assuming they do the same thing in deeper water. See, for me, when I'm fishing flats and I'm doing the double drop drum leaders, I am paying attention to where I'm casting and what direction I'm landing in as well. So that way, when I hit my first fish there, I normally throw in that same spot, because these fish, when they're on the move, they normally will do that unless they're in a big old school, but still they follow those patterns of, you know, those game trails. And for me, I've done it too many times in certain spots, and I learned where they come in and feed and where they don't feed. And when they don't feed, I don't put any rods there, because, you know, when you have 8 rods to play with and you've been in this area about 100 or 200 times, you'll learn really quick where the fish are and where they're not. And this goes back to my theory of the game trail. For fish, they have their own game trails. So this is something that I wanted to show you, you know, with this up close, you know, with the scale on the PVC to the end of the pier, because if you notice on my casts, I'm getting some good distance on these casts, and granted, I'm not being able to swing way back or do any kind of pretty cast where I can load up the rod. This is all pretty much brute force of getting it out there with a good technique. So it's something I just wanted to share with y'all real quick, and, you know, just food for thought, guys. When you are out there fishing, try to remember that, where you're casting, how far you're casting, and stuff like that. You know, the top shots of changing color, especially if you have hollow core, really do help you on that sense, because you'll learn that if you don't hit that yardage or you're casting too far, you're not going to get on the bigger fish numbers. So, all right, guys, I hope this was a good morning for y'all, and y'all have a good one. Well, I've got my answer as to why it died out. There's a school of dolphins right here by the bridge. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens when they leave the area. But yeah, I can't stick around all day waiting for them to do that, so we'll see what happens.